You have. The background to this is, of course, it is not only now. Now it is much more. The changes are taking place so fast. Earlier it is, for example, in India, for about 20 years we had only two cars, Fiat and Ambassador. No change at all. And now you have got every year you get 20 models. Changes are taking place very much even in the education field and even in the practices also. So there's lot of interaction between the practical industries and the institutes, and in fact, after you left, the syllabus has got revised twice. Now, if you don't keep learning every day, the batches which you come afterwards, you will know more than you, because every year now there's the syllabus is changing. So, if you want to really survive and successful, you got to learn yourself, because problem is when I was doing my MBA in 1970 IIM batch, Ahmedabad, my director used to come and tell me, Mr. Bangera, after 5 years, what will you do? I was wondering what is he talking about. He said, till 5 years is all right, this MBA is relevant. Afterwards, everything will change. How will you people cope up with? He was trying to tell us at that time, 1970, that you people must keep learning continuously and never lag behind. You have to make it a practice that you keep on learning and keep pace with the changes which are taking place. Normally, your rate of learning should be at least equal to or more than the rate of change which is taking place. Otherwise, you will be left behind. The junior batches may take over and they will also suffer the same thing. So it should be lifelong process. Learning is a lifelong process till the end. Of course, this is a welcome address. I would not be going too deep into intruding into the guest speech, but I would like to say one more word. You people, as alumni of the institute, you are forever connected with this institute, and you alumni is the backbone of the institute. And there can be lot of activities which is beneficial to you people for adjusting with the changes which are taking place. beneficial to the institute to also cope up with the changes which are required in the teaching process, etc. Therefore, we should have a very, very strong alumni association. I think we are in this area when we have done lot of things, improvements in this institute. In this area, we are little weak, and perhaps we have also not taken much this thing initiative. And you are very busy. As soon as you pass out, you may be trying to adjust with your job, trying to look out for a life partner, all those things for first 1 or 2 years. But then, this you cannot ignore. So what we have decided, now today you have come here, out of that at least about 30, 40 people are there from Chennai, about 20, 25 people are there from Bangalore, some people are Madurai and Coimbatore also, beside North. But in Chennai, you people can have your own chapter, 19, 20, 21 batch, TSM batch. You can have your own committees, you can have your own convener, you can have your own secretaries and all, and have your own plan. What is your program? How often you would like to come to? We would like you to send at least 1 or 2 students to every month to address our students. First 1.5 years, your experience. It's very, very relevant to our students. You can address to them. Like that, if you keep coming, you can involve in our academic activities also, and there can be lot of projects we can do together. In fact, I am even now IIM Alumni Association member of 1970 batch. We every year meet, and next year meeting is February 12th. So you should make it as a part and parcel, and this activity you must consider as the backbone of the institute, the backbone, and therefore, to end, I would like to say this association is going to be your aspiration, our motivation, your progress, our success, your confidence, our diligence. So, with these few words, I would like to once again congratulate all of you and welcome to this program. All the best. Thank you.
Welcome to TSM. Good morning to all. Ellorkum vanakkam. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 36th convocation held at TSM premises. The 36th convocation felicitates the PGDM MBA graduates of 2021. At the outset, let me welcome the dignitaries present. Mr. Rajkumar, former Chairman and Managing Director of BPCL, Madam Balli Ramaswamy, Correspondent TSM, Mr. B.T. Bangera, Chairman, Board of Governors, TSM, Mr. Zakaria, Member, Board of Governors, fellow faculty members, staff, graduating students, and their family members. Now, I'm going to quickly outline what are all the things that have changed now since you graduated. In fact, there were many changes that have taken place. So I'm going to quickly highlight what are all the changes. And let me start with academics, them, and learn the nuances of the real world. As a unique differentiating factor, PGDM students get to experience domestic and international outbound programs. Now, this year, 116 students, accompanied by 4 faculty members, visited Malaysia for 2 weeks. The students experienced different culture and visited a few industries at Malaysia. During the pandemic, the students did not have the opportunity to experience internships in industries. Instead, the students worked on research projects with the faculty members. Some projects were presented in conferences and some were published in journals. Now, this year, students had the opportunity to work in various companies for 3 months. As an outcome of the MOUs TSM has signed with the University of Michigan, Dearborn, USA, and University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, USA, for the first time, PGDM MBA students have the opportunity to study the first year at TSM, and the second year can be completed at any of the 2 universities at USA. The final degree, MS, would be given by the by the US universities. Now, this year, being the first year, now two students, one from PGDM and one from MBA, got admission at University of Michigan. They have already left for USA and the classes have already started there. TSM has started the PhD program in affiliation with Alagappa University this year. In the first batch, 7 students, 4 full-time students and 3 part-time students have joined and are undergoing the program. Full-time students are given a stipend of 10,000 rupees every month, and they will contribute about 20 hours each week for the academic and admin-related activities. Alagappa Universities has already appointed 6 of our faculty members as the guides of the supervisors. Now, TSM has started a weekend 1-year program for working professionals in the area of data science and business analytics in affiliation with Madurai Kamaraj University. The program started in August this year, and there are already 22 professionals undergoing the program. Now, when it comes to the number of graduates in the 2021 batch, MBA graduates 116 and PGDM graduates 122. Now, when it comes to placements for the 2021 batch, percentage of students placed 99.1%. Average CTC is INR 6 lakhs. Median CTC is 5.8 lakhs. And highest CTC is INR 14 lakhs. For the 2022 batch, the average CTC has already jumped to INR 7 lakhs. Now, placement cell is taking all the efforts to improve the average CTC for 2023 graduating batch. Now, many companies that are new and regular to visit TSM have expressed their willingness to come to our campus this year. At this point, I would like to thank the placement cell and the faculty members who contribute to the placement activities. Now, so in summary, when you look at the academic programs, in addition to PGDM and the MBA programs, we have PhD and we have PGD, DSBA, Data Science and Business Analytics. Now, for PGDM, of course, we have 120 students. MBA, we have 120 students. PhD, we have first batch of 7 students. And for the Data Science and Business Analytics program, we can go up to 40 students. And at this point in time, we have about 22 students. In this academic year, TSM is due for accreditation by NAC and NBA. NAC report has already been submitted. Now, I am going to outline the MOU signed with international universities. For the first time, TSM has signed MOUs with the following 5 international universities. Saito University, Malaysia, Multimedia University, Malaysia, Padania University, Sri Lanka, University of Michigan, Dearborn, USA, and University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, USA. Now, we have also signed MOU with University Technology Brunei. Okay, that is the recent addition to the list of MOUs we have signed. Now, when it comes to research, now that is where we have made very, very significant progress here. Now, personally, I am quite happy about the resurgence of research at TSM. In fact, the research output has enhanced 6-fold. It has gone up 6 times. I see that more and more faculty members are contributing. Quality of publications is given utmost importance. We follow the journal listing of Australian Business Deans Council and NARF. Now, TSM has introduced an incentive system for research publications. For example, a faculty publishing in A-star journal will straight away get a cash incentive of 2 lakhs. In an A journal, they will get a cash incentive of 1.5 lakhs and so on. And they are also given incentives for publishing books, chapters, cases with international and national publishers. Now, this approach has really motivated more faculty members to contribute to the research. Now, efforts are being made to revive TSM Business Review Journal, which has been dormant for the last 2 years. Now, introduction of PhD program hopefully should give greater impetus to the contribution to the body of knowledge. Now, quality of research outputs has helped TSM to improve its ranking in the national accreditation. Now, TSM has been ranked in the top 100 business schools in India. In fact, it is ranked number 96. Yeah. A significant factor that helped TSM to improve its ranking is the quality of research output. In the coming years, the ranking should improve further and further with more quality research outputs coming in. For the first time in the history of TSM, a faculty member has been listed in the top 2% of the most influential scientists in the world, that is published by Stanford University. And the same faculty member has also been recognized by research.com as the top scientist in India for social sciences and humanities. Yeah. Now, head of research center at TSM is on the editorial board of few quality journals. He is playing an important role in enhancing the research outputs at TSM. Now, in fact, the students can visit. Okay, we have this research center just close to the placement cell. Now, TSM through the research center organized several workshop lectures related to research. For example, Professor Nachiappan of Sussex University delivered a talk on the importance of research impact to research scholars and faculty. And a 3-day workshop was organized on research methodology, which attracted many PhD scholars from other universities. Yeah. Now, when it comes to Board of Studies and Academic Council, separate boards of studies have been duly constituted for both the MBA and PGDM programs, along with an academic council in accordance with the requirements spelled out as part of the grant of autonomous status. Now, the membership of these bodies include senior industry and academic experts. Now, when it comes to MDPs, EDPs, consultancies, and industry interface, now TSM has signed MOUs with SPIC to conduct MDP, EDP programs, and in fact, the TSM has generated a revenue of 42.3 lakhs this year by conducting the MDP program at SPIC. Now, TVS, we have signed MOU with TVS Sri Chakra to develop case studies and support learning and training at TVS. Then we have signed MOU with NextGen, where TSM will act as a knowledge partner and disseminate management knowledge to partners. Then we have signed an MOU with Enbot Private Limited, where TSM will act as a knowledge partner and offer support in areas related to marketing strategy and product development. Now, this year, TSM conducted many MDP, EDP programs for SPIC and as for Loyal Textiles. Now, when it comes to students' activities, all the students' activities, which are mostly channelized through the different clubs, now function smoothly and effectively during the year under review. Now, the two major events that we organize annually, namely Yukti, the Inter B School Meet, and Inferno, the Inter B School Cricket Championships, were organized successfully. Another notable feature of students' activities is the successful management of students' cafeteria by a student team. The cafeteria has become a hub of informal gatherings and get-together for our students. Now, when it comes to infrastructure, TSM makes continuous efforts to improve the infrastructure. The classrooms and the ground floor have been completely revamped to modern classrooms. Now, the classrooms on the first floor are being revamped to IIM type classrooms. Now, plans are being made to improve the infrastructure further with additional new blocks and revamping of the hostels. Now, TSM has state-of-the-art IT infrastructure, which is being maintained round the clock by the IT department. Now, faculty activities and faculty development. Now, faculty members are constantly urged to upgrade themselves. Now, for example, 2 faculty members who are chartered accountants are pursuing their PhDs at IIT Chennai and at TSM. 2 faculty members were sponsored for FDPs at IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Bengaluru. Faculty members conducted online webinars on several relevant areas in management, especially for MSMEs. Managers of many SMEs participated in the event. Now, faculty members play an active role in mentoring students and guiding students during their internships. Many faculty members, in addition to their teaching and research, are also involved in administrative activities. Okay, now in fact, this entire, the convocation, okay, now the faculty members and of course the staff, they have played a very, very important role in organizing this event quite successfully. Faculty members are invited as guest speakers by different universities, institutes to deliver talks in different areas of teaching and research. A few faculty members also guide PhD students at local and international universities. Now, as closing remarks, now TSM, which was predominantly a teaching institute, is now becoming a research-assisted enhanced teaching institute. Now, any institute of higher learning worth its name must make a significant contribution to the body of knowledge. With all the new programs in place, now it is time to move towards international accreditations such as ACBSP and AACSB, which we'll be working towards. With special thanks to the chairman and the team, we received an approval from the government to start Manikam Ramaswamy College of Arts and Sciences. Now, this college will start with two new programs, BBA and BSc Data Science. The entire approach we are taking now is towards achieving a deemed university status in the near future. Learn to learn tagline is not only for students, it is equally applicable for faculty and staff. I wish the graduating students all success in life. I close with my Guru Kanchi Mahaswami's advice. The basic purpose of our existence is to be kind and to be able to touch the lives of as many people as we can in the most positive way. Now, always try to be a good human being. Now, the question is, how can I be a good human being? I am basically quoting from Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad, Damyata Dattha Dayatvam. Damyata basically stands for controlling the senses. Datta is basically being kind and being able to help others. And Dayatvam is really being very kind to other human beings, other fellow beings. Now, with these few words, I wish you all the best and do well in life. Thank you very much.
Privilege to introduce the Honorable Chief Guest, Shri D. Rajkumar, the former Chairman and Managing Director of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, to the audience. An engineer from IIT Madras, postgraduate in management from IIM Bangalore, Shri Rajkumar is an accomplished executive with more than 36 years of experience in oil and gas industry and 17 years of board-level experience. Mr. Rajkumar is a decisive leader driving sustainable and profitable growth propped on the pillars of technology, infrastructure, people and safety and service. During his career in BPCL, he successfully handled several key portfolios. As chairman and managing director of BPCL, his focus was on transforming BPCL into a diversified conglomerate with sustainable competitive advantage. It was during his tenure that BPCL gained the Maharatna status, positioning BPCL into an elite league of CPSCs. His orientation of always on strategy has been instrumental in driving several growth strategies successfully. During his tenure, BPCL was adjudged the Star PSU by eminent jury based on the four important parameters, namely scale, sustainability, leadership, and innovation. Prior to taking over the position of chairman and managing director, BPCL, Mr. Rajkumar headed BPCL's upstream arm, Bharat Petro Resources Limited, where he propelled its growth into a fully recognized upstream company of international repute. He also served on several boards of joint ventures and subsidiaries of BPCL in various capacities. Apart from being a governing council member of various other government bodies such as PPAC, PCRA, and the like, He's been an active member of various ministerial delegations in G&G deliberations and bilateral discussions. He was also a member of international think tank to deliberate global and Indian energy related issues focusing on renewables and sustainability. He was nominated as one among the top 100 most influential CEOs across the world by CEO World, wherein more than 1,200 CEOs across 96 countries had been taken into consideration. He was conferred with the Distinguished Alumni Award by IM Bangalore in 2019 in recognition of his outstanding achievements and as someone who has been a torchbearer, displaying tremendous fortitude, leadership qualities, and positive attitude. In the subsequent year, in 2020, he was conferred with Distinguished Alumni Award by IIT Madras for his outstanding achievements, contributions to the oil and gas industry, corporate excellence, and efforts to address social issues. We thankfully recognize his support and guidance in ensuring the national presence of TSM in the top 100 institutions in the NIRF ranking. Thank you, sir, for being with us.
Some Loyal Textile Mills Limited Gold Medal, Kabila Aram. Abhishek Jiva K. Abhipal David. Aishwarya V. Akash V. Akshaya T. Anand M. Anand Prakash E. Anish Kumar A. Annie Cheryl A. Anthony Ajit G. Aravind P. Archana V. Arun Kumar T. Chitra V. Darshini V. Deepika V. Dilip Kumar S.A. Divya R. Divyashri C. Dikshita M, Dinakaran M, Donald Dharmaraj, Faiza Zajahan, Ganesh Gautam B, Gokul Krishna CS, Indumadi K, Yerudaya Joseph Francis X, Ivan Sam I, Jagdish TA, Janani B, Jayaprita V, Jaya Subanila J, Jemima Merlin Satya S, Jennifer J, Kanmani R, Karthik S, Karunya SI, Kevin Carmel S, Lakshmi Shri J, Lokesh MR, Madhumita S, Mahalakshmi K, Mahesh Kumar M, Manigandan P, Manimegalai J, Manimegalai G, sorry, Manoj Prabhakar A, Muthukumaran M, Naga Subramanian S, Nandini V, Nandini M, Purvaj Subramanian P, Prabhakaran R, Pradeep Bose S, Prakash M, Prasanna Venkatesh G, Priyadarshini S, Priyadarshini R, Rahul Gautam R, Raja Madangi K, Rajalakshmi JR, Ram Viswanath R, Ravirajan R, Revant LR. Look at the photo. Huh? Rishi Govind C, Rishwana Begum T, Roger J, Sakti S, Sandhya KA, Sanjay A, Satyanarayanan NG, Sharmila KC, Sharon Alexander, Shantika Banu MK, Shivani K, Shri Nikedana T, Sivayana Manisha SV, Srija S, Srinidhi G, Sriram AP, Sri Sudarshan PR, Shruti VP, Sujit S, Surya M, Susmita Y, Swagatika Rat, Swarna Pavitra M, Sweta J, Sweta N, wait. Tanya Venkatraman, Tarani M, Uday Kumar M, Umal Nishita S, Varsha Ellen, Varshini K, Vasant, Venkateshwaran V, Venkatraman K, Vigneshwar S, make it fast, Senthil. Look at the photograph, please. Viswajit Akash V, Xavier Anita F, Yalini GL.
Chief guest of the convocation, chairman, members of the board of governors, graduate diploma in management program. Winner of the TSM Lal Textile Mills Limited gold medal goes to Ferrucin Paul. Akash Raj V, Aarti SK, Abhishek AV, Abdullah M, Aishwarya S, Ajay Kumar M, Akash Lewis, Alex Vijayaraj, Amrit Rasri A, Anis Fatima, Apurba M, Arvind AR, Arun Karthik E, Asia K, Atul Dinesh, Bharti K, Celestina Saini, Chandan Ram B, Deepika Ravi, Dhanupriya P, Divya M, Divya Sri R, Dinesh Sundar AM, Girish V, Himangsu Pradhan, Hindumati, Medicona Indira Rani, Jai Kishore C, Joy Benson, Kabilan VK, Kartik Raj S, Kartik Raj A, Kausik S, Kirtana P, Lipon Ghosh, Mayuri Balajini, Monica Harsini, Monish Kumar M, Muthu Sarda, Navin Balaji, Nityanandam, Niveda R, Pachi Aman PC, Palaniappan P, Panimalar R, Prabhu KC, Prasanna AR, Prashant B, Pratibha, Praveen V, Rajesh Kumar G, Raju Sekar, Ram Ganesh S, Ranjit ST, Ratnapel NRR, Reno Matthew, Size M, Saktivel Murugan, Sanjay J, Satish Kumar R, Sarada Priya C, Srinidhi S, Stepan Raj C, Subhas R, Subbu Lakshmi S, Sundar Krishnan TV, Swaminathan S, Sweta A, Swetasri LS, Tarsina, Uma Maheshwari S, Velayudam Dibya, Velayudam P, Binod JB, Bisak Kalyanaramanan, Vishnu Haridas, Vishwasaran P, Bala Murugan T, Uday Kumar SM, Damodaran M, Pratikya S, Arumugam G, Hari Krishna R.
Winner of Shri Manikam Ramaswamy Gold Medal for the Best All-Round Outgoing Student of Class of 2021, Kabila RM of MBA 2021 batch.
We request the dignitaries on the dais to be seated.
You and also thanks for a very generous and gracious introduction of mine. Sri B.T. Bangera, Chairman, Board of Governors, Madam Valli Ramasamy, Correspondent, Dr. Murali Sambasivan, Director of the Institute, Mr. Zakaria, Member, Board of Governors, Dr. Selva Lakshmi, Principal of the Institute, professors, other faculty and staff members of the Institute, parents and family members of the graduating students, members of the media and press, ladies and gentlemen, let me at the outset take this opportunity to thank Mr. B.T. Bangera, Chairman, Board of Governors, for inviting me to this convocation ceremony. It is with a deep sense of gratitude, responsibility, and enthusiasm that I address you today. Let me begin with a caveat that there could be some repetitions from my address of yesterday, but that is with a view to maintain continuity and consistency in my thought processes. So, heartiest congratulations to the families of the graduating students for motivating and supporting the students through their journey in this institution. Heartiest congratulations to the director, principal, professors, teachers, and other members of the faculty. Your role in grooming them can never be overemphasized. My congratulations are also due to this institution for this achievement, your 36th convocation ceremony, and 60 years of dedicated service. And also, we would like to thank and congratulate the director for his rich and very comprehensive annual report that was presented just now. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate this fine institution for being recognized as one of the top 100 management institutions in the country in the NIRF ranking. Congratulations. And primarily, heartiest congratulations to the graduating students who have lived through this strenuous journey of classes, assignments, projects, and examinations. It truly is a major milestone in their life. Congratulations to you once again. As I was presenting or handing over the degrees and diplomas, I realized that you are unique in the sense that you have already stepped into the corporate world, and I'm sure you are all brimming with energy and enthusiasm. And rightfully so. Education from such a great institution opens up a window of opportunity, arms each one of you with enough knowledge and courage to face the challenges in life. It provides you a minimum guarantee to life. Now, let me share with you some of my experiences and knowledge that I gained over a period of time in my corporate life. Firstly, to be successful in the workplace or in the corporate world, the essential elements that we require are knowledge, skill, and attitude. That is KSA. If you reverse it, then it becomes ASK, ask. To that, I add T, it becomes task. What that T could be, the T is technology, which is an inseparable part of today's real world. So, integrating all these four elements, that is T, A, S, K, into a whole would improve your confidence in facing the corporate world. Now, whenever either yesterday or today, whenever I listen to the chairman, board of governors, or your director, they always talk about learn to learn. And I was also very glad and pleasantly surprised to come across the motto of TSM, which is learn to learn. So, to me, as I was just reading once, Einstein once mentioned that I am no intelligent and I have no special talent, but I am passionately curious. Curiosity is the first step towards learning. Hence, going forward, cultivate the habit of being curious. Curiosity in mind leads to clarity in thoughts. I think I was just listening to Mr. Bangera. He also mentioned learning is a continuous process. There is no end date, there is no expiry date for this. President Barack Obama, in one of his speeches to the graduating students, says, there is more to learn, there is more to do, more to achieve, and he is talking in the context of personal, professional, and national growth. So, over the years, if you have seen, we have witnessed many evolutions. Earlier, knowledge was considered power. Then, later, information was considered power. And today, currently, in the times of data and information explosion, clarity is considered power. Clarity is considered power. So, then truly it is curiosity in mind leads to clarity in thought. Clarity in thought leads to sanity in your actions. Sanity in your actions lends credibility to your work. Credibility exhibits purity of your intentions. Purity of your intentions brings sanctity to your leadership. Hence, curiosity in pursuit of clarity leads to innovation. And innovation is the key differentiator in the competitive world. I think Mr. Bangera, he said, the chief guest is there. He is going to talk about all these things. But he kept saying that, and then he kept talking about innovation a lot. But anyway, I am also repeating once again the same aspect of innovation. So in his book, Zero to One, author Peter Thiel, who is considered to be a renowned author, and he was the professor for people like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos, all those people. And he says, he vividly captures and explains in his book that it is easier to copy a model rather than to make a new one. So doing what we already knows takes the world from 1 to n. Every new creation goes from 0 to 1. So that is, nothing to something is 0 to 1, and something to many things is 1 to n. So just remember this. Now, let us look at another dimension of learning, that is learn to hone. Let me tell you a very small story. This is the story of a woodcutter. A woodcutter who was a very strong person. He was a very strong man. Once he wanted a job, so he went and asked his master. So the master asked him, "What do you know?" He said, I know cutting of trees, cutting of wood, and all that. So he told him, "Okay, you take the axe, go and cut the trees." So he just showed him, the forest or the woods on his right hand side. He went and cut the trees. In the first day, he was able to cut about 20 trees. The second day, he was able to cut only about 15 trees. So like that, it came down. By the end of the week, he was able to cut only 1 or 2 trees in a day. So he was a little worried. So what is this happening to me? I'm a strong man and I should be able to do my job well. But first day I did about 20 trees, but now I'm able to do only 2 trees. So he went back to the master and then he asked him. So the master asked him, what did you do? So this is what I've been doing. So he only asked him, did you sharpen your axe? Did you sharpen the equipments that you're using, for your job? So this brings out very clearly the need to be continually, if not continuously, sharpening your knowledge and skills to be relevant. And this is extremely important in the context of the twin revolutions, information technology and biotechnology emerging and merging, that leads to creation of big data algorithms and data revolution. These rapid changes will lead us not to the fear of exploitation, but to the fear of irrelevance. So if you want to escape irrelevance, it is necessary that you need to be constantly innovating yourself, keep abreast with the technological advancements, which is a necessity for your own survival. And yet, with all this knowledge and exposure, we must realize that we live in times of great uncertainty, what we call as the VUCA world, VUCK. V stands for volatility, U stands for uncertainty, and C stands for complexity, and A standing for ambiguity. So I don't want to confuse you or put some fear in you by talking more about this VUCA world, but then we need to understand that these elements, they do exist in the environment. To summarize at this stage, multiple forces are working or moving simultaneously, often in dissonance, ostensibly to shape our environment and well-being. You may have observed globally, existing business models are being severely tested and challenged. Disruptions seem to have become the new normal, as evidenced in the recent trends. So let us see some examples. Yesterday also I was just alluding to this point. After all, we live in an age where the world's largest car travel company does not own a single car, Uber. A $1 trillion retail sales company does not own a brick and mortar store or a retail chain like Amazon. And China leads in holiday consumption. And oil and gas, which used to flow from east to west, now it is flowing from west to east. So all these have become possible with the advancement in technology and significant shift in the way the business is done. And you must have also seen the pandemic has also introduced us to some of the most brilliant and unexpected alternatives. Work from anywhere, work from home, has been a masterstroke in the business environment, which kept the wheels of the business and the economy and the industry moving even during the pandemic times. The role of technology has also been during this period redefined, not only connecting people across the continents, but also bringing to the fore the role of artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, augmented and virtual reality. All these things have come out to the fore. The aspect of connect and develop as against R&D, now we are talking about C&D. Look at the phenomenal growth of Amazon, whose market capitalization touched about 1.8 trillion last year. They just simply connected commerce and technology to the needs of the consumers and the customers. And also, the geopolitical tensions. Yesterday, there were some questions about this, so I thought I should mention today. The geopolitical tensions and war-stricken societies have made us realize the significance of peace, the value and role of mature governments, the continuing role of oil and gas in geopolitical discussions and in the economy, and most importantly, the cyclical nature of power. So there can be many more like this, but these can be threats or opportunities depending on our ability to absorb their impact. Hence, the need to act fast is higher than ever before to have the first mover advantage. There is plenty of material that is available on the internet that will tell you what corporate life is all about, but there is nothing that can prepare you enough. No amount of training, hand holding, or mentoring that can take you there. It is your character, your inner voice, your undying resolve in yourself alone that can distinguish you from the rest. So, your actions are the real indicator of the character that will bring you lasting success. In this, I would like to add that few things. Developing excellent communication skill is absolutely necessary to, to be effective and efficient at the workplace. And communication is not about speaking in flamboyant language or vocabulary. It is about simplifying your message, sharing your knowledge, transferring your enthusiasm. It is about connecting with people, ensuring that you understand them and they get you right. A two-way communication. And then a focus. The sharper you focus, the sharper you are. Focus on your strengths, capitalize on them, develop them to your full potential, focus on growth, on change. While doing all this, find ways and means to convert and your weaknesses into strengths. And then next aspect is to listen. I talked about communication, focus, and now listen. To connect with their hearts, listen with your ears. That's what they say. Understand from where they are coming from. They might know more than you. I think Mr. Bangera mentioned this in his speech. So, as things evolve, you will have to understand that there are people who may know more than us. So, to quote Mr. Ratan Tata, he says, view this moment as moving from a protected environment to an environment where you have to learn and listen because your whole world is going to be listening and learning. So your success is going to be your humility. So similarly, when asked, Mr. Narayana Murthy once said, the founder of Infosys, he said that one of the aspects that you would look in a candidate for hiring in his company is humility. It is truly an indicator of one's character and reflects one's inner self. I'm sure all graduates present here will go on to assume leadership roles, and I see some of you have already assumed some roles. The most dangerous leadership myth is that leaders are born. That is not really so. In fact, it is not really so. In fact, the opposite is true. Leaders are made rather than born. Leadership is a character. The process of becoming a leader is much the same as becoming an integral or an integrated human being. Your most deeply held beliefs, values, and principles will guide you in this journey. I'm sure you have been introduced to innumerable management jargons and terminologies during the course of your curriculum. Let me now introduce to you something that will help you and also you will live every day of your corporate life this particular thing. It is called your true north. It is the internal compass that will guide you successfully through your life. It represents who you are at your deepest level. Your true north is based on what is most important to you, your most cherished values, your passion and motivations, the source of satisfaction in your life. So, going forward, you will realize that vulnerability is power. People want to know who the real person is that they are dealing with. Trust is everything. And establishing trust requires being authentic, genuine, and transparent. It also necessitates sharing yourself with a willingness to being vulnerable. You will realize it is okay to say, I don't know. And this will give you the infinite power of being able to learn and to be open to learning. And in my conversation yesterday with the director and the other faculty member, this aspect of being open, genuine, and transparent came out in so many discussions that this is something that I thought I should mention it to you. Here, I would also like to share with you one of the wondrous concepts which I shared with the people yesterday also. This concept of fail fast, but always fail forward. Fail fast, but always fail forward. It enables us to learn quickly and discover what works early in the process for us. Culture where the team has the freedom to fail but can learn something each time that they fail, helping the team to succeed faster the next time. This concept is very relevant in the context of startups. Jeff Bezos, in his commencement talk in 2010 in Princeton University, says very clearly that failure is an essential component of innovation and invention. So, going forward, develop a support team. Your support team can be any one person in your life with whom you can be completely open. Your parents, your significant other, best friend, peers, or mentors who can guide and counsel you and keep you on track. After all, you need to fall back on someone either in success or failure, joy or sorrow. So, going forward, we should commit ourselves to following our hearts and doing what we most love and what is most meaningful to us in life. To the boxer, it is getting off the mat one more time when they have been knocked down. To the marathoner, it is running another 1 mile or 10 miles when their strength is gone. To the soldier, it is going over the hill, not knowing what is waiting on the other side. But to the leader, it is all that and more because everyone you lead is depending on you. Now, turning to the global context, much has been made out of IQ, intelligent quotient, when it comes to predicting the ability to succeed in life. And from there, it moved on to EQ, emotional quotient, to bring about collaborative and participative efforts and to take the team along. Now, the world is moving towards GQ, the global quotient. As we become more global and emerging markets are the investment destinations for the global players, understanding of global practices, supply chain, global ways of doing business in the rapidly changing global context assumes greater significance. The true global leader is required to develop adaptability, awareness, curiosity, empathy, alignment, collaboration, and integration for a sustained growth. Too long a list, but then not that everything is required at every point in time, maybe a combination of few would work. In the personal context, for the integrated life, I personally believe in the concept of a work life integration as against a work life balance. Harmonizing our personal, professional, family, and social lives into an integral whole will release energies for personal and professional growth, thus enabling work life integration. In doing this, various facets of our lives, the four facets that I mentioned, they would come together complementing one another instead of being compromised for the other. Lastly, I would like to conclude by quoting two more traits which are innate to a leader. Be a visionary. You can seize it only when you can see it. Vision leads the leader. It sparks the fuel of the fire within and it draws him forward. it binds everyone together. And secondly, be self disciplined. You have to be fit if you have to lead, fit physically, mentally, and also emotionally. And you have to take care of yourself to take care of others. As a leader, you owe to your people. Lastly, follow your passion, build yourself a great story, and heartiest congratulations to all of you. Remain in touch with your alumni, with your batchmates, and your institution. You will realize it will do a world of good for you, both professionally as well as personally. And with that, thank you all once again for this opportunity to talk to you. Thank you.
Next MBA graduates to rise. Governor of Tamil Nadu, as the Chancellor of Madurai Kamaraj University, he admits you to the degree of Master of Business Administration when you have been declared qualified through this college of the Madurai Kamaraj University, and in token thereof, you have been presented with these diploma degrees. The Chancellor authorizes you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degree. In token thereof, you have been presented with these diplomas. The board authorizes you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degree.
Honorable members on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, parents, media representatives, invitees, members of Loyal Textile Group, and dear students. So, graduating students, for you, it's a new chapter, a new milestone that has been grounded today. You must abide by the values, you must abide by the manners, and you must proceed for your onward journey with utmost care and responsibility. I thank Shri Rajkumar, former Chairman and Managing Director BPCL, for sparing his time to address students. We have learned a lot from him. We have learned about emotional and global quotient for which we should be driving at. We also learned about the trio of knowledge, skills, and attitude, which are the pillars for integrating one's life. We also learned that technology is opening up a window of opportunities, but then we must be resilient. And we also learned how to manage resources amid uncertainty and turbulence. The experience of living through COVID-19 is changing the world in which we live every day and guide ourselves, particularly our behavior. Changes that provide positive experiences are likely to last longer and likely to endure for some time, particularly those driven by convenience and safety. Old technology tools, archetypal values, and mundane awareness will not suffice. One has to be modular, granular, human value based, and integrated to the rest of the world to be relevant and to be comprehensive. Joe Matthias said long back in 2015 that life is a roller coaster of despair and hope, anxiety and jubilation, uncertainty and fear. And we are always undulating from one end to the other. So you have to leave an imprint, a choice, an imprint like the founders CEOs leave on their latest CEOs. For example, Narayana Murthyji has left an imprint on the current CEO. Now, this imprint will last longer and give value to the company and to the entire ecosystem. So, what I tell you now, that you have to come out of cognitive freezing with new imprints of work and business, so that you can progress towards being a CEO, Chief Executive Officer, and not a Chief Emotional Officer. I thank Madam Hari Ramaswamy, correspondent of TSM and full-time director, Loyal Textiles. I thank Shri B.T. Bangera, Chairman, Board of Governors and MD, High Tech Array. I also thank Shri Zakaria and other dignitaries. Thanks also go to proud parents who guided their words endlessly and from time to time and cooperated with us. I thank members of the Convocation team, including the admin support and the host of student volunteers. Thank you.
I declare the convocation proceedings as closed. Thank you very much.